we're here in Maldon at C&M Precision, and it's absolutely amazing. You guys have been around since 1991, but the best thing I love about this shop is it's full of Citizen machines, all with the green lights on, all producing parts with huge batch sizes. John, how did you start your relationship with Citizen Machinery?
So back in the early 2000s, I went to one of the Mac shows and went onto their stand, saw an M12, saw how it could produce what we were trying to produce, doing 2 ops on fixed head machines. So having the sub spindle in front of me, I thought, oh, I've got to buy this machine. So that's where it started. Bought the first M12, and as you can see, full of 13 now.
Leon, you're production supervisor here at C&M Precision, and it must be really interesting to see the variety of components that you guys produce here on a daily basis. What surprises you about what you guys make?
Well, you know, that's the great thing about working here. There is a variety of work. We've got the type of machinery that caters for all of that, from all the small stuff, tiny like 1 mil parts, all the way up to 65 mil. We've got the sliders, we've got the fixed heads, we've got long parts adapters, we've got oversized kits, we've got high pressure coolant on most of the machines, I think nearly every machine, LFV, we do a variety of materials.
Is that because the machines are quite flexible?
The machines are flexible, but they're all Citizen machinery, but they're different types of machine. We have obviously an ANX, which has a FANUC software, the rest of them Mitsubishi control, but we've got certain jobs that we keep to certain machines because they're more suited. What's great now is with the oversized kits on the L32s, we're now holding like 35 mil stainless bar in guidebush less, and we're making this job for the mining industry now, so the cycle time is a lot quicker because it's come off the fixed heads, and we really are we're getting the best out of the machines, cutting the cycle times, LFV's helping with the swarf, and yeah, just a combination of all that really.
So we're running one job at the moment where we're running 50,000 batches every month. It takes about 2 weeks, so only half capacity there. We could go down to maybe 100 components doing sampling for people.
And how do you make sure the machines can hold those tolerances as well over such a long batch run?
Well, buying Citizen to start with is the best idea. So we buy the best tooling money can buy. We then look at how many components we can get out of an edge, and then we'll log it onto our tooling sheets. So each time we do this component, we know how many components we'll get per edge. It seems to work. That's what we do, and that's what we're going to stick with.
And when it comes to the complex, really quite precise stainless steel components, you've had to really dial in tool wear, make sure you're not chipping tooling. How do you do that on such large batches?
So we're set up quite well here. All our jobs have setting sheets, all the tooling it will go on that sheet, and the operators, first time we do a job, will monitor the tool wear. That will all then get logged, and then the next time the job comes out, there'll be intervals where we'll change the tips, change the cutters when necessary, and they stay on top of that so we don't lose parts, we don't scrap parts.
But also there's really fine features that you've had, really tiny boring bars for example, and you've been able to use some features from the machine to try and maximise the tool life of those really fine bits of tooling, right?
Yeah, so we've been using LFV for that quite a bit to extend the tool life. Also, that will then stop the swarf from building up on, say, like the micro boring bars that we use with the 05 rads on. It's hard to get the material to chip when you're doing a finishing cut on those. So we use LFV, that will stop the swarf building up on the tool and increase the tool life.
So tell me about when you've used LFV and what is it?
So LFV for us enables us to run copper, unmanned, no fuss, stainless, unmanned, with no fuss, no bird's nesting on the small micro boring bars. So the tools just last longer. There's no need sometimes to use the high pressure coolant. We use it when we can to blast off the swarf off the tool if we need to. But the LFV is taking control of that now. And really trying not to compromise with the cycle time. So it's a bit of a toss-up between the high pressure coolant and the LFV for us on all our machines. But when we're proving out jobs, it's at that point there we'll decide which way is best to go.
What is it about the technology you have available in the machines that you think enables this variety of products at these batch sizes and this variety of materials as well? If you were to sum all that up, what would you say?
I think it's a combination of the great machinery that we have here. The software's good, it's fast. Obviously you've got skilled engineers, so we're setting the machines up the best of our abilities, using the best tooling, and really just getting the best out of the machine to enable us to run unmanned, keep our quality high, and having everyone on board and knowing that quality is always top before parts have to go out, be sent out. And, they're constantly being checked. And for us, that's the main thing, just trying to keep that quality up there and get the unmanned running out. And that's what Citizen's here for. So that's why we've partnered with them.